That's the Bodyguard 2.0 comp, and guys, this thing is so much fun so far. I've had zero reliability issues, and it just looks really cool because they've kind of redone the slide, made it more performance center look, has the comped barrel on the front right there, gave it a really nice high-vis, highly visible front sight. So this one's kind of a yellowish, really nice and bright, stands out compared to the original Bodyguard, which is orange. And they brought that back sight in a little bit more, easier for longer shots. So this is a really nice refined model of the Bodyguard 2.0. But today we're going to talk about hollow points, because will it function with multiple popular hollow points? All right, first up we're going to try the American Gunner. Now this is a 90 grain hollow point, and it has a deep cavity, so this is fairly inexpensive ammo. I think it's around $20-ish, kind of depending on where you're living, but I don't know about that for 380, because 380 is kind of a little underpowered. It's basically a 9mm with less power, so having that really deep hollow point like that, I don't know if that's really the best, because it's not going to penetrate properly like it really should. But we're going to try it out and see if it functions, because that's the whole goal. We want to make sure this functions in this ported / comped slide. It's a comp slide. They call it comp because the rifling goes all the way up to the front, and that's actually kind of a little expanded piece. There's no rifling from here to the front of that barrel, so that's the comp. All right, so far good. Cycled nice, nothing stuck. All right, let's see how it shoots here. Shoots a little higher than my range ammo I started out with. There we go. All right, so no malfunctions, that's good. That's what we're going for. That's the whole goal, because if you want hollow point ammo for your firearm, like the Bodyguard 2.0, we don't want it to malfunction. All right, now we have the Sig Elite Defense. So this is actually a really cool looking bullet. So they claim this meets or exceeds the FBI standards for penetration. Let's just see if it functions. All right, so far so good. I think the Bodyguard 2.0 Performance Center, definitely they've probably worked out more of the issues from their original models. I never had a problem with mine, but some people had problems with their original Bodyguard 2.0s not cycling like the flat-nosed ammo or hollow points. But yeah, so far this has been really exceptional. I have had zero issues. So I think this is rated at just under 1,000 feet per second, but it feels more. It has a little bit more recoil than the Hornady American Gunner I was using. But that stuff shoots really good. That stuff was like dead on. And then the other stuff I was shooting, which was Hornady American Gunner, that was like way high. But this one had a little bit more recoil, but man, it cycled everything well. And it was like just flat, perfect with my sights. It was dead on with my sights. So kudos to Sig on that one. That stuff ran fabulous.
And was that stuff more expensive than the Hornady?
It was just a little bit more. The Hornady was around 20 bucks. I think that was around 22 or 23. Oh, okay. It's not as expensive as the Hydra-Shok, which we're going to use next. But man, it felt great. And if I kind of want to do some ballistics testing with it and see how well it penetrates, because they claim it penetrates past, I think it's what, 14 inches they claim. But yeah, let's try out the Hydra-Shok. Now we got the Federal Hydra-Shok. That's a kind of a really cool looking bullet there. It has like basically a point in the center, and then kind of a serration of all the way around the circle right there.
I don't know why, but it looks complicated, and I don't know why, but it sounds expensive, like Hydra-Shok.
And it is more expensive. It's like, I think if this one is around $32 for a box of 20. They all come in boxes of 20. Mm-hmm. But this has been proven to penetrate past 14 inches. So this is what I carry typically in my Bodyguard 2.0 and now in my 2.0 comp. But we're going to test it out and make sure it functions. I actually know it functions because we tested it in my last video. And if you haven't seen that, you can watch it. But yeah, cycle is fantastic. All right, let's see. And it does shoot really straight too, just like that Sig ammo. I gotta get that one. I keep shooting off to the bottom. And I shot this up. All right, so everything's been functioning fantastic. I'm actually going to load up more of that Sig ammo and shoot it again. All right, now I decided to mix them all up and just to make sure they function, mix and match. So that's another thing with the Hornady American Gunner. It doesn't come with a nickel-coated cartridge, so it will deteriorate, you know, get corrosion over time if you're going to carry it in your gun. That's why I do like the Sig or the Federal Hydra-Shok, because you have that nickel coated casing, so you don't have to worry about it getting corroded as much. But actually, I'm going to have my wife shoot this. This is 12 rounds, the 12 round magazine. We're going to make sure the 12 round magazine functions in it as well. So I'm going to switch off here. You can take that.
What order are they in, or does it not matter?
I just kind of threw them all together.
Oh, okay.
So far, so good, though. This thing has been so much fun, hasn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Can you tell the difference? It feels like, to me, it felt like a little bit more power than the range ammo.
Oh yeah, I could feel a little more power. Oh, I missed that one. I'll go for this one. Wow. I don't know what was at the end, but those last four definitely felt like they had more power, especially.
That was the Sig. Doesn't it feel different? But even though the American Gunner is rated at 1,000 feet for muzzle, the Sig is rated a little bit less, but you can feel more recoil with it, which is kind of interesting. Okay, now I got another magazine for me all mixed up. Starting off with the Sig ammo. I love that stuff for some reason. I really like the look of it. I don't know if you can still see it on camera. Man, you got to check it out, though. If you haven't seen this stuff, it's kind of neat.
No,
I like the inside of it. Same with the Hydra-Shok. I love the way the Hydra-Shok looks.
Can't
And
see it.
the most important is how they function. Doesn't really matter how they look, as long as they perform well.
Right.
Well, we're gonna do a little windy out here. We're gonna do some fast shooting really quick. Man, so far so good. This thing has been excellent. All right, here we go. All right, let's start that over. Here we go. I love the Bodyguard 2.0, and the comp has just made it so much better. And do you really need it? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think you really need the comp. The Bodyguard 2.0 is already a really soft shooter, but if you want your gun to kind of feel like an airsoft gun, that's what it feels like, doesn't it? Like
yeah.
It feels like a 22 or an airsoft pistol. Like, it doesn't have recoil at all. Like, it just feels incredibly soft. But guys, thanks for watching this video. It's been really fun to test out all the different types of hollow point ammo, make sure they function, and that's very important. If you ever buy any gun and you run hollow points in your gun, always test them. Always test them, because you never know how they're going to function or shoot. Just like that Hornady American Gunner shot really high. So compared to the Sig ammo, I mean, which shot dead on, and same with the Federal Hydra-Shok. But actually, I think the Sig ammo shot the best out of all three. I'll have to do some more testing with it just to make sure it's good. But for now, I'm still going to stay with the Hydra-Shok. I've ran it forever, and it's been really good quality ammo. Guys, I love you. Stay safe. Keep on shooting. Have a great day.